Hi.
Hi.
I just forgot how we start these.
Hi, friends, and welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I am Siri Harkins.
And I'm Allison Clay.
Allison, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking pink Whitney vodka and pink lemonade because we're batch recording. What are you drinking today?
I'm still drinking my giant Stanley water.
I do have to point out that I am still on the same drink, and I normally do a drinking episode. So
We were just really chatty. Look at that.
we did. We filled it like that. In fact, if you watch that YouTube video for the last episode, you probably noticed a weird little glitch in the video that doesn't normally happen, and that's because we ran out of time and completely didn't even notice. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we are truly thriving. We are batch recording because I leave to go to my parents in less than 36 hours. Oh, there we go. So that's fun. Um, I also have discovered just in the last minute and a half that I was alone on Zoom, I have like so many tiny little almost pimples in my eyebrows.
Oh, maybe you need to exfoliate there. I don't know.
I did my like exfoliating mask last night, but anyway, that's not stressing me out at all.
Great.
Love that for me. I also have
Yes.
just realized that I don't currently have a travel toothpaste because I like made my own toothpaste with the whitening stuff. And
What?
yeah, oh, are you playing with filters?
Yeah, because I wanted to give myself a different background to make it more interesting, but I kind of hate all of these.
Well, that one just took your lips away.
No, it's a lip color.
Oh,
Should I give myself a lip color? There, that looks fine. I don't know. Oh man, forgot
anyway.
to shave my mustache.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. We're done with this.
Right.
Yep.
Ah! So yeah, I don't have a travel toothpaste because I made my own toothpaste. Kind of. I took like the Crest two-step whitening toothpaste and put them both in like a pump bottle, and then I put a tube of
Oh
my
yeah.
regular Sensodyne, and then I did like a cap of mouthwash and like mixed it all together. It's been working really well. Look how white my teeth are.
Nice.
But traveling with that will be interesting. I think I'm just gonna pump it into like a little travel container. Anyway,
Yes.
yep, going great.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out how much does it even cost to do longer Zooms?
Um,
That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I've only paid for it one of the times that we had Lily on. I did because it was like you had to do that to have three or more for more than like 10 minutes or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
See,
but
like
I don't
that's
remember.
ridiculous.
Agreed.
Um, I don't even know how to figure this out. I have an upgrade offer. What does this mean? I don't know. This is really fascinating. So sorry, folks. Folks.
Oh,
Ew. Okay, it looks like um you can do, what does this even mean? I just want longer Zooms. You know what? I'm just gonna need to look at that later. This is just too much,
great.
too much work. Okay. Let me X out of
Um,
all of these dumb tabs. Okay. Anyway.
a fun little fun fact, a fun fact that I think our viewers slash listeners might enjoy is that peeking out from behind my laptop right now is this little gem. This, for those who are listening and can't see, it's the Yzma nail polish I got at D23, but it's Yzma holding the little vial of nail polish. That vial of nail polish looks like the llama potion from the movie. And then the little holder is Yzma doing her little sinister giggle. And how I have her positioned, she just like peeks out from behind my laptop and stares at me while I'm working.
Well, good.
Yep. It is
Good for
truly the
Yzma.
little things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, I
good.
didn't address in the last recording, but my bedding is around me because my sheets are in the washer. So if you're wondering why there is a wall of stuffed animals and then my dresser is full of pillows, that's why.
Ooh, okay. My question for you is okay, so I know you have the air mattress that I usually stay on, but you've had Jasenia and Corey. So what did you have? Did someone bring another air mattress?
Yes, Corey brought her own air mattress because I just
Ah,
have the one. And
yes.
Jasenia or Corey one told me they think Winston might have scratched it because they woke up kind of on the floor. So when you're here, we'll just kind of troubleshoot that and find out. But yeah, the last time they both spent the night, which was a first because we were going to Disney early. And yeah, Corey just brought her own.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know I have in my like save for later a different air mattress. So maybe I should just, when it gets closer, see if I can order one for pickup at the Burbank Target.
Mm.
Or I could ship one to you, but I'll have to wait until it's
Yeah, I have
closer.
done no research because
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Like whatever.
It's fine.
Ooh, there's some primo looking ones. Ooh, this one's cheaper. Oh, because it doesn't have the built-in pump.
Yes,
I like the built-in pump.
that's how I wound up with the one I currently have.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have very many options either
No, I did not,
because you didn't freaking know. And
I
you know
had to be
what?
able to pick it up within the next 12 hours. And I did
Well,
not have $100 to spend on an air mattress. So that's how we wound up with the one I currently have.
yeah, because you know what? You didn't even know that the
No.
one that was there was not.
Yeah.
We've
I
already
just feel
vented
like
about it, but I'm still mad about it.
I just feel like it should be common courtesy that if you break or lose something that you have borrowed from someone else, you should just automatically replace it.
Or at least tell the person.
Yeah. I mean, that would be nice. But like in the steamer situation, she did tell me, but then did not offer to replace it.
It's just
Like
so rude.
a lot of the things that she broke and or lost, um, she either didn't tell me until I asked about it or told me but didn't offer to replace it. Which is interesting because she makes about twice what I make every year. So it wouldn't have been in a position for her to buy me a steamer.
You know, replace something that wasn't hers to begin with that she
Yeah.
broke. I don't
Or
know.
when her cat broke Winston's collar, she didn't offer to replace it, and cat collars are like $11.
I don't know. I just feel like I would instantly like, and the thing is too, like if someone had offered probably like, okay, say Panini breaks Winston's collar, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like I'll buy you a new one. Just me even saying that, you'd probably be like, oh no, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know what
mean,
I
if she
mean?
had offered, I probably would have said that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the very first year you and I lived together, Mocha got a hold of
Oh,
my
the denim
jacket
jack. Yeah.
and like bit a hole in it somehow. I still don't know how. And you like came to me and were so sad and you were like, I can replace it. And I was like, it really is okay.
But that's what you do. Like, dude, my dog destroyed your jacket. I was like, I am so sorry. Like, that was my dog. Like, I will buy you
Yeah.
a new one.
And like if Lila or Winston ever wrecked anything, I would offer to replace it.
Yeah.
Or I would just replace it and be like, sorry, this happened. Here's another one.
Yeah. I don't know. So maybe this could be one of those other things where like we need other people's input. Like, what is your perspective on this? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Oh,
is that just not a common?
I feel like it should be common. But like after you had left during lockdown, Winston broke, or not really broke, but he knocked a cup that belonged to our other roommate off of the counter and the lid broke. Not the cup, but the lid. And she was pretty upset about it. This is when she was already starting to drive me crazy. She was pretty upset about it, and I was like, I'll replace it. She was like, you can't replace it. It's Kate Spade. They don't sell just the lid. So I found the cup online for like $10 at Bed Bath and Beyond, ordered it, and then emailed her the order confirmation. And she came out of her room and was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You didn't have to do that. Like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to replace it. And I was like, well, I did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
Because yeah, it's just,
especially
I
like,
feel like it's common courtesy.
yeah, to at least offer.
Yeah, to at least offer. I don't know.
Yeah. But especially like, I mean, the collar, that's a little thing. I don't mind replacing that. The steamer, slightly bigger. I probably would have been like, that was pretty irresponsible of you to choose to leave it. That was the other thing. She didn't forget it. She just had purchased other things and not everything fit in her bag, so she chose to leave my steamer at a hotel room. Yeah.
A steamer that wasn't hers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And was actually a lot nicer than the one I wound up buying for myself to replace it. Um, like I probably would have taken her up on that, because she chose to leave it. It wasn't an accident. Or like the air mattress, it was two of them who had the guest and then broke it or popped it or something. Or even if the cat did it, I probably would have taken him up on that because that was a nicer air mattress. It had the pump built in. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like that was,
yeah.
I still get so bad. We vented about this like a couple podcasts ago, but I am
Yeah.
still mad.
What's funny though is the old roommate that I complain about the most, her mom followed our podcast Instagram account a few days ago. And I really hope she actually listens and gets to hear how horrible her kid is. Like, I really hope she does.
Yeah. I mean, face value, she was nice. But then there were
Yeah.
little things like where she wasn't very nice to you.
How many times over the almost 2 years that I lived with her do you think I texted you, well, someone hurt my feelings again? Because I think it was probably about 200.
I think it was probably every day, at least.
Yeah.
Like it
At
was,
least the last like 9 months, it was every day.
yeah. And it was just so frustrating where you're like, my feelings are hurt and I don't know what to do about it. It's like you're like, I can't speak up for myself. Like, I don't know why this person had to scream at me about this little thing.
Things that most of the time weren't even my fault, or oftentimes I didn't even have anything to do with.
And I think a lot of it, we've talked about this too, but like just having that this person's only like her space was her office in the communal living room. So
Yeah.
it's like she had very little control over
Yeah.
her
She
surroundings. So
also
I think
was
a lot
like,
of that was,
because she only moved in because she was dating someone who was already my roommate.
Mhm.
Um, and she was like honestly pretty emotionally abusive in that relationship. And so sometimes I look at how I was witnessed or how I witnessed the other person in that relationship being treated. And I remember like how that person reacted to it and like how many times that person cried to me and said, I just am such a horrible girlfriend. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, dude, you didn't do anything. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, some people are just shitty and sometimes they just remove themselves from your life and it winds up being for the better.
Yeah. It's interesting too, like how you can look back at different situations and be like, how did I not see that that situation was awful and that I felt that way? Like, it's like
Yeah.
maybe you like kind of knew, like, okay, yeah, I like went and cried that night. But like,
Yeah.
it's not until later that you're like, no, that was a big red flag. Like, that was a
Yeah.
big red flag. Like, how
Yeah.
much that happens.
Yeah. I
Like, I
usually am
think
pretty
about, no, go ahead.
oh. I'm usually pretty conscious in the moment when someone's hurting my feelings or being an asshole, but I don't think I realize until later how truly traumatic that stuff is. Where like I'll find myself almost having PTSD or having a reaction to a different situation, but it's a direct result of how I felt in a similar situation from that person, if that makes sense at all.
Yeah,
It's vague and roundabout because I'm not using names, but
that's fine. I for whatever reason lately I've been thinking a lot about like the whole my friendship fallout with Lynn.
mhm.
And I'm okay using the name because I'm not going to say anything bad or anything that's not true.
Yeah,
Um, whatever, that ship has sailed, the girl hates me, and it's, it is what it is. Um, I think a lot of the fallout and the things surrounding the fallout got painted a different way. And like, so I get frustrated about some of that stuff, like where I know that she got mad about certain things and never talked to me about it because she saw it a different way.
yeah,
Um, but then I look back at like our friendship when we were like hanging all the time and doing all these things. And I just have been thinking lately about what makes someone a good friend to me.
mhm,
And I realized like she was never that to me. Not that that's a bad thing, just it wasn't a relationship that I did need. Like we just had a lot of common interests and knew that we could count on each other to do them, meet each
yeah,
other, you know, help each other out financially. We weren't going to screw each other over. So
yeah,
that's what we had going for us. But like we didn't have a lot of the same values. Like we were very good about communicating and like we had really good back and forth conversations all the time. But we totally didn't believe the same things. And I feel like
yeah,
I held really great space for listening to her. But then at the same time, I didn't always feel safe talking to her about what I felt and thought.
yeah,
And that has taken me so long to really kind of process through and be like, yeah, we were really good friends because I was a good friend,
yeah,
but I didn't actually feel like she was a safe person for me. And
yeah,
she didn't do anything wrong. That's not her fault.
yeah.
That's just the nature of it.
I feel like I've been realizing more as I get older that a lot of people were never taught how to be good friends. Like, I specifically remember when I was in Girl Scouts, and I was not in Girl Scouts for very long, but I remember we like talked a lot about like, what made you a good friend. And like, I mean, I was homeschooled, so we did a lot of like character focused, like introspective stuff. And that was always part of it too. So like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't realize or even consciously realize that they don't realize that like
Yeah. Like, what does it mean to be a good friend? And
exactly.
at the same time, like some people are like, oh, I want friends like the characters in this TV show I watch. Like
Mhm.
where they're very like, I'm the main character of my life, which you are, but then you're not also holding space for your friends being main characters of their own life. It's like, no,
Yeah.
they're just the side character in your story. So you're like, I want my friends to gush with me about the guy and like be so excited about everything I'm doing. But at the same time, you're not realizing that your friend is like having a panic attack in the corner.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh my gosh, why aren't they excited for me for like flirting with this guy in the corner, like over
Because
here?
other things are happening.
Because your friend is like having social anxiety issues and you don't even care because you
Yeah.
don't even notice because you're not focused on that person. Like you just want them to be there to uplift you.
Yeah. Ugh,
I don't know.
people.
But yeah, that is a thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing. What does it even mean to be a good friend?
Well, according to Girl Scouts.
According to Girl Scouts. Tell me more.
Oh my gosh, let me see if I can even remember.
I'm gonna Google and see what Google tells me.
You have to be an active listener,
Ooh.
which then we learned what active listening was. And it's like not just like nodding and going, but you contribute to conversations and you really absorb what the other person is saying and you give your honest but respectful feedback. And then you have to, what else was it? Be willing to help them solve problems and be willing at the same time to let them help you. Basically, it was just like, it's a give and take, like it's not one-sided.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
any true relationship. You gotta meet halfway.
Okay, the top result for what does it mean to be a good friend? A true friendship is defined by knowing someone has your back no matter what. A good friend will watch out for you, ensure you are safe, feel supported, and are loved. A good friend will never purposely lead you into making decisions or taking actions that aren't good for you. That's actually like kind of heavy if you think about it.
It is.
Okay, now I want to look at this BetterHelp. What is friendship? Wait, WebMD. WebMD has an
gosh.
article, How to Be a Good Friend. Okay, the
I
qualities of a
literally
good
just shared something on my Instagram story the other day where it was like, if people
oh,
actually love you, they care about how they make you feel. And I think
yes,
that that just really sums it up
it really does.
because in both of the relationships that you and I are respectively talking about, the other person did not care how they made us feel.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
all
that's
about
really
how
accurate.
they felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And so this is okay. So in this article that's like qualities of a good friend, it's like you should feel good. Good friends say nice things to each other and lift each other up. They support each other. They love the differences.
mhm.
Yeah, be a good listener, be trustworthy, maintain respect, respectful boundaries. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, your Instagram story share was a good one.
Oh, thank you. I thought so.
I'm pretty sure I hearted it.
Yeah, you did. A lot of people did actually.
Good.
I was kind of surprised by the amount of um interaction it received.
You know what? I also will let me just throw this in.
Oh,
I also think a good friend will go on Splash Mountain with the friend whose birthday it is, even though no one wants to go.
so me.
And just Senya.
Yes.
Dude,
We
you
were
both
just
did
talking about
not.
that the other day.
Because like two at the same time, like you both probably could have been like, we're gonna sit this one out. I mean, Alec would have been like, okay.
And we were both like, it's her birthday. We'll give her what she wants. We were vocally unhappy about it though.
Yes. You know what? That is
And I think that
okay.
was probably the last time I wrote it too.
Because I don't really like Space Mountain that much. Or Space Mountain.
Splash
Splash
Mountain.
Mountain. Did I say Space Mountain the first time too?
No, you said Splash.
Okay. Well, yeah. Splash Mountain is a ride at Disney for those of you
Not anymore.
who live under a rock. But yes, it is
It
gone
was.
now. Yep. It is, it
Yeah.
was. It is no more.
I am excited for it to reopen with the Princess and the Frog theming
Oh my
because
gosh,
then,
yes.
even though I still won't enjoy getting wet, at least I won't have demented chickens singing zippity doo dah at me after I've been
Yes.
plunged into water.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Maybe they'll turn us all into frogs.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I love Princess and the Frog actually because I
Same.
love New Orleans.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is. That'll be fun. We'll just like we will don ponchos
We'll do it. We'll do it.
and do it. Or we
You know,
can
they're
single
also
rider line it.
opening. No, we're doing it together because I want the photo.
This is fair. Yeah.
But they're
Because did you
also
see the photo
making.
I shared of the first time and I'm in the back with
You're
all
just by
people I don't
yourself,
know?
like very clearly single rider.
Yep.
But they're also opening the Tiana's Place restaurant. So that'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like this is one of the things that just feel so dumb to tell people. But like, I honestly hate not living driving distance to Disney.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid, but it's just that
Yeah.
became a big part of my identity. And now it's like such a big ordeal to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the first like 2 years that you were gone, I thought about moving multiple times. I'd be like, well, for one, where would I even go? And then for two, I don't want to live far away from Disney.
Yeah, like it's really nice.
Especially when like that's our main
That's the
thing that we
thing.
do for ourselves.
It's like
Like,
it is just, yeah, that's our self-care. That is
mhm,
joy. That is if we are having a bad day, it's like I just need to go ride Winnie the Pooh or something, you know?
yeah, yeah. Or like
Because
even
even
just like
though
walking through the gates and you just like get that first glimpse of Main Street and the castle at the end, and you're just like, ah,
it just like makes your heart happy. We're
yeah,
healing our inner children, okay?
honestly. Yeah.
Paperclip drop. I've been playing with this paperclip. I don't know
Well,
where it came from, actually.
well, I mean,
It's fine.
it is.
But
It's a different kind
yes.
of self-care. I was like,
Yeah.
what is my foot on? It's a pack of press-on nails that I guess have fallen. So,
Oh, I'm trying to okay, because I forgot my that coffee sign
mm,
that you had made for me. And I was like, oh, maybe you should bring it. And I was like, or just wait.
or just don't move it.
Yeah.
No, for you, I have that sign. I have the sweatshirt I got you from the Disney lot. Um,
I already forgot about that. Wow. Okay.
I had a feeling you did. That might be it, but I feel like there's another thing in there. Oh, I have your Lizzie McGuire pin and your Bobble Bar earrings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have quite
Goodness.
a little haul waiting for you.
This happens a lot.
Hmm.
Ugh. I just, man. Man.
Yeah,
I've decided we will need like basically a bookshelf just to display like stuffed animals and dolls just to make it more like collectors
yeah.
vibe. Because I have two American Girl dolls and then the two Magic Attic dolls, and they are staying with me forever now.
Good. I have 8 American Girl dolls, but only one of them is with me. The other 7 are at my parents'.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they would love for them to move out of their house, though.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see what we can do. Okay. Because I'm thinking it would be kind of cool if we could do the thing where even we do like a wall shelf up high and just have them up on doll stands.
Yeah. I'm like low key thinking about getting just a wall full of my IKEA bookshelves. And then we can do
Yeah.
the thing where we like join them all.
Yeah.
Because like those don't go all the way up to the ceiling. Like there's enough room
At
on
the
the top
top.
of them, probably for an American Girl
Yeah.
doll to stand.
Because those are too like so in California we're about earthquakes, but you can get like the braces, or even we could drill them into the wall at the
Yeah.
tops, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, connect
Mine
them.
I never have, but yeah, I know it came with wall brackets.
Yeah. Stacy, when I lived with my roommate Stacy, she did that to our bookshelf. That now I'm like, what the hell happened to that bookshelf? Because it was black and we did the
Marble on the
contact.
back.
Yeah.
It's here, I think.
Is it though?
I think it's out in the sunroom.
Oh, okay. Okay. That would make sense. I was
Actually,
like,
no, I'm
wait a
not
second.
sure, but I know at one point in time it was.
Okay. Yeah. And then I know I had um another bookshelf that was in one of the closets in that room, but I know they did like a closet system, which is better anyway.
Yeah, that they
But I didn't.
left when they moved out. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I know that there's at least one bookshelf still in the sunroom that is yours.
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it's white.
Oh,
But
I think I only had a short white bookshelf there. I think I had a dark one in the closet and then the black one that Stacy and I had spray painted.
I'll get back to you.
All right.
But anyway, the one that's out in the sunroom is mine now, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, and when I left like a bunch of stuff, I was just kind of like, all right, Allison,
Yep.
you can sell whatever you want and keep the money because I am terrible for leaving it. So and you had to go
Yeah.
through my room too. And so I like Venmoed you because I felt so bad because I really was like, I thought I was going to be able to go back and like at least if I wasn't going to be moving back, I'd be able to go back and like clean up house.
Yeah.
But with
No.
COVID, it just wasn't going to happen.
No, sure was not.
Just wasn't in the cards.
Well, all of your stuff is still in boxes in my sunroom. Which just
Oh,
watch when you're here for 3 weeks. I'm just gonna be like, this is your project.
like, man.
You
Gosh.
just thought it was a vacation.
Oh, gosh. We're doing work.
Winston, stop it. He's like digging on the net part of my suitcase.
Rude.
I
Doesn't he
know.
know he's coming?
Well, I mean, I've told him, but clearly he doesn't care. He's not active listening.
Ugh. Cats. Men,
Honestly.
I say. Men.
Men.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, I was watching this movie. I might have already told you this. Hang on. Yeah. She's begging for uppies, so.
Cute.
Baby. I was
I
watching this movie and I mainly was watching it because it had Bernadette Peters in it, but it was like a TV movie from like 1988 based on a true
Okay.
story in which this tiny like 6-year-old child, his father, there was his parents weren't together anymore and his dad was like ultra controlling and manipulative and like really didn't like that his mom was like living her best life. And so he like basically kidnapped the child and then set him on fire to get back at the mom. And the whole time I'm watching this movie, it's like a TV movie, so like it's not super graphic, but it still like really tugs at your heart because it's based on a fucking true story.
Oh my
And the whole
gosh.
time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, Lila, this is why we don't date men. This is why we don't date men. And she's just like, yeah.
No, yeah, no, men suck. I decided I am keeping my bar
Mhm.
uber high because yeah, men ain't shit. So if you're gonna come into my life, you better step it up. And if you're not gonna step it up, I don't need you.
Yeah. See, I
And that's
used
how
to
I
think that
feel.
I just had a really high bar, but it turns out I'm just asexual. So happy Pride, by the way.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Great.
Yeah. No, before I like even made that realization myself, my grandmother, the one that just died, had been like asking me when I was going to get married since I was 12. And then when I was 15, just started asking me when I was going to procreate. And I remember when I was in college, I was like, Nana, my standards are just so high because you raised such a wonderful son. Because like my dad truly is like the guy. Like
Yeah, your dad's great.
I lucked out. I have a great dude as a father. And so for a long time I thought that my standards were so high because I had witnessed my mom and I being treated like royalty. Like my parents
Yeah.
never fought, never there was never like screaming, there was never mistreatment. And I was like, man, my standards are just so high. Nope, turns out I just don't like dick. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
anyway,
Ugh. Yep.
high standards. I approve.
Yep. Yep. Good stuff.
Yep. Especially after the last round of that.
Oh my gosh. It's just so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking this town fucking sucks.
Yes, you were. You were
And
lonely.
like, yeah, dude, I just needed something to occupy myself.
You were lonely and sad, and then one preyed upon it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's even nice about it?
No, very much not.
Yeah. Like, who in their right mind doesn't even try to introduce the person they're seeing to their friends?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any of the people's names that he would go off and like hang out with at the bar because he never
Well,
introduced me.
the last time I was out there when you guys were still together and you like made that
Oh, yeah.
macaroni or something for us. And then
Yeah.
you like were like, "Oh, I made this. Like, here, have some." And he took a bite and you were like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "It could be better." And I remember telling Jasenia about that, and I was like, "What the fuck, man? Is that normal?" And she was like, "No."
No. And you were like, I liked it.
Yeah. Like, I won't stand up for myself, but I'll stand up for you.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, you live and you learn and you move on and you learn and you get better.
Yep. Do better. Be better.
Yeah. Just be like, I don't need you.
Like, listen, okay? I cooked this shit. If you hate it,
Yeah.
lie to me, okay? Just lie.
Yeah.
I put in the effort.
Also,
Like,
you did dude's laundry.
yeah.
You
And he would
did
still
dude's
complain about
laundry.
it because he'd be like, you're supposed to check the pockets before you put the laundry. And I'm like, listen, your pockets are full of cigarette butts. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, there'll be random screws and razors like in his pockets too. I'm like, dude, was
I'm
I
not
really
sticking
gonna
my hand in there.
like gonna get cut by some random razor blade you found in a sketchy apartment? Like, I don't even think I'm up to date on my tetanus shots right now. Like,
So just a big no all around.
yep,
So anyway,
whatever.
yeah, just storm out of that life and just be like, whatever, I'm moving back to LA.
Yep, because that's
Yep.
my vibe. And
Yeah.
this is not.
Yeah.
Like, do
Where
I like
it's
some people here? Sure. Do I like my job? Yes. But then, like, there'll just be something super random, just like a normal quote unquote conversation happens. And I'm sitting there and I have this like internal monologue going on where I'm like, nobody thinks what I think. Like, it can be
yeah.
the most random thing. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I really am not on the same wavelength as any of you. Okay. Got it.
Winston. Sure. He's
Like, just some of the things that like people just converse about and laugh about. And I'm sitting there like, that's actually a really uneducated viewpoint. But I
yeah.
guess that makes sense based on where you have lived your entire life. Like, okay. Huh.
Ori and I the other day had an interesting experience where a man started joking to us about suicide. That was pretty much my face exactly.
Yeah. I had I had an experience like that last week where it was like a joke about suicide or something. And it was like people were laughing. I'm just sitting there like, you don't know who's in the room with you right now. Like, you can't just joke about some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I
I
don't even
mean,
remember the context because I like shut it from my mind immediately, but like
there's
it
certain
was just
things
so
where
insensitive.
I'm like, okay, know your audience, but then that just as a whole, no matter what your audience is, to me, that's not something to joke about.
Yeah, I'm like,
And like, even if I hadn't been there, done that, I still like to think that I would look down upon people who think that that's okay.
yeah, like you can't joke about that kind of thing.
No. And also, like, there are certain topics where, like, if they're joking about it, what do they actually think, you know?
Yeah,
Anyway, we're about
exactly.
to run out of time again, so that'll bring us to an end of this episode. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we're thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.